something I've been considering a lot, thinking a lot lately. Something that's been coming up a lot, especially the past couple of weeks, few months. Um, but it's been a few years, but now it's like a lot more relevant, a lot more in the forefront. Is this foundation of these words that mean a lot to me, that have a lot of value to me, and I think they create this foundation of what it means to be free. And I'll get into those words, but first of all, freedom, that's been a subject, a word that that has come up a lot in the past, especially 2 years. Starting with, I quit my job out of nowhere with like nothing to protect me from that compulsive decision. Impulsive decision. I mean, I get, maybe that's interchangeable in that case, but yeah, I quit, and to the feeling of relief and freedom, and I have a whole video I got to make on that experience. I digress. I've tried to record this video 3 times now, and I keep trailing off, so I'll stay on track best I can. The feeling of when I quit my job, the relief was unlike anything else. I actually felt genuine tears of joy when I quit my job. I didn't even quit my job yet. I actually just decided in my head that, I'm going to quit tomorrow. And it was it was a knowing. I decided, it was definitive, nothing would change my mind. It was happening. It didn't happen yet, but it might as well have, because I decided, right? So, and that's when I got that feeling of relief and freedom. And freedom is so complex. I'm still figuring it out. I think what I was saying when I was trying to record this video a few minutes ago and I started over was how I believe freedom is earned. And this ties into the 3 words I was going to bring up that has been coming up for me a lot lately, which is consistency, sustainability, and discipline. And I realize how I'm putting a lot of weight on those words, and maybe I'm still trying to figure it out. It's something that I'm navigating and trying to figure out how to be, and I'm not talking about discipline in a negative reinforcement sense, okay? I don't know if I said that already, because I just recorded this video, as I already said. But I'm talking about this discipline in the sense of consistency. So really, we could break it down to just consistency and sustainability. You don't even need discipline in there. The point, what I'm trying to say is, with consistency, you create this foundation of showing up every day for yourself, no matter what. That's where kind of the discipline comes in. It's even if you don't feel like it, I mean, not literally, sometimes you gotta give yourself, there's nuances, and I'm still trying to figure it out. So I'm not going to say or pretend to act like I know how to navigate this, because I don't have an idea of how to do it. I'm still figuring it out, as I've said many times. But so there's the sustainability. That's a big one, because just for example, I was drinking coffee every single day, multiple times per day, which there's nothing wrong with coffee. I'm not gonna, I mean, even, matcha, There's nothing wrong with any of it. It's just I have a compromised gut, and I've been struggling with this for years, basically my whole life, and I abuse myself by drinking coffee despite the negative effects that I experience. So I'm perpetuating this like unsustainable lifestyle where I have a vision of what I want to experience and where I want to be, and my actions, drinking coffee while my gut is in need of healing and attention is required there, there's a misalignment. I'm not going to get what I want, and I'm not going to get to where I want to be. I'm not going to become the man I want to become by hurting myself, because in my vision, I'm healthy. I feel good. I have energy on a regular basis. I have sustainable energy, right? So that's when, I knew this for a long time. It's nothing out of, it's no epiphany or anything, but increased clarity, let's say, came over me. And it was clear that, coffee, at least for me in that moment, and maybe this will change in the future, and I kind of hope so, because I would like to drink coffee when I can in the to a degree, but I had to stop, okay, because it wasn't sustainable and it wasn't in alignment with. And also, I was talking about this in another video a while back, just how, where is your energy coming from, and is it a sustainable source, right? So that goes into the kind of food you're consuming and all of that, and if I'm sick, I don't have a good immune system and I'm low energy all the time, and I need to address something and heal myself or whatever it is, and I'm going to consistently put in something bad that isn't sustainable, then I'm going to consistently degrade my body and stray further away from the vision, from freedom. So that's where it's so clear to me, how it's so evident how consistency, discipline, and sustainable consistency, because there's no such thing as consistency without it being sustainable, for me at least. I'm not going to get through life through willpower alone. There's just no fucking way. I don't have the energy. I don't have the mental fortitude. I haven't been training like that my whole life. It's unfortunate, but I have some willpower. I mean, I quit smoking. I quit a lot of things. So obviously I have willpower. I have the strength to do that. That's, I just quit coffee. I really liked coffee, but honestly, that didn't really even come from willpower. Obviously there's an element of willpower, but it was just hitting rock bottom and then deciding to make a difference, make a change, right? So none of that is possible without the sustainability part. I'm not going to be able to go through life and get to where I want to be in a healthy manner, show up to, have dream life, everything material or whatever, but I'm wrecked on the inside and I don't have any energy and I don't feel good mentally, physically, or whatever, So that's where it's those words come into play, and how I think freedom is entirely on the inside, basically. And I'm still figuring that out, right? But it's just, I could have everything I ever wanted and still be miserable, and I know that. It's very clear to me. I've had a little bit of a taste of that here and there. Not everything I ever wanted, but some things that I really want, and then I hate my life still or whatever. So it's on the inside. It absolutely is. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's it. That's my thoughts lately. All right. Peace.